Hello, everyone, and welcome to Magnifique with your host, Gabrielle. This podcast will consist of all things luxury, from fashion to perfume to even those very specific and unique microtrends. This is the intro episode, so this is just where I'll introduce the podcast and its conception, as well as introduce myself. So we'll kind of just chill and hang out for a bit, kind of get a feel for what we're both getting ourselves into. How does that sound? The concept of the podcast came from not really feeling like the fashion world and the world of luxury goods had accessible knowledge and education around them. It kind of felt like keeping up with the trends and the backstory of where everything came from or how they came to be was just too complicated and, like I said, inaccessible. I wanted to create a space where we can all try to further our understanding of our favorite perfumes and, the incoming and outbound trends to be on top of them, as well as get to know the lives of some of our favorite designers, from fashion's past to fashion's future. And that's where my why is. Everyone says you have to have a why. That's my why. And on top of all that, I am Gen Z. So don't forget that we are going to giggle. Don't fret a singular bit if you clicked on this and you're like, oh, we're not going to giggle. We're going to giggle. I'm a girl. We're going to giggle. But just because we're giggling doesn't mean I'm a comedy podcast. Far from it. I want us to learn. I want us to understand. But I also want us to giggle. I love learning. I love school. I was such a nerd. Not really. I didn't do the best. But that's a topic for another day. I still enjoyed learning. And when I learn, I need the information to be accessible. And if that means I have to giggle for everybody to kind of understand, then I'm going to giggle and we're going to crack jokes. I'm also a fashion girly to my core. I've worked in retail. I've, done the dirty work, being on the sales floor, as well as curated my own personal style. And I love finding new outfits to come up with, testing the waters for different trends, kind of helping other people decide what looks best on them. All of the above, I really enjoy. And I also love a good manifestation. So I'm definitely manifesting a luxury fashion line out of this lifetime at some point in time. And I feel like airing that out can only help, not hinder my progress. What progress? But my progress. So I know you guys are probably on the edge of your seats trying to figure out where the heck the name Magnifique came from. Well, don't worry, I have an answer. So the name Magnifique came from scouring the internet for months and months and months, trying to find a name that I both liked and wasn't taken. Having it not taken was the hardest part. So at first I wanted an alliteration, something to the tune of fashion forward. And you guessed it, she was taken. And you know what? All the other alliterations, respectfully of course, trash, blah, didn't like it. I reserve the right to take that back if I do find an alliteration that I like, but I haven't, so gotcha. Then I was looking for a one word that would kind of sum up what the podcast would be about. And most of them made no sense, so that was fun. But in kind of a last-ditch effort, I looked up words that were synonymous with fabulous, and one long rabbit hole later, I ended up in the French language, which is where Magnifique came from. And I thought it sounded well with my name. So Magnifique, Gabrielle Forchet. Who cares? So that is my intro episode. Short and sweet. Just wanted you guys to ease into this experience. And I hope you enjoyed. And I do hope you choose to spend your Mondays with me as we upload going forward and embark on this journey of knowledge and understanding of luxury goods. If you'd like to keep up with myself or the podcast on Instagram, we are at Magnifique Pod, and I am at Gabrielle Forshee. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.